And when you take into stock the fact that outside of Kevin Durant, aging superstar, LeBron James, 40 years old, and Steph Curry, there's not a single NBA player more popular today than
the undisputed face of basketball, Caitlin Clark, is the talk of the NBA thanks to her incredible talent. Some of the biggest names in the sport have hailed her as the best player in the nation and praised her performances as some of the best ever seen. She isn't just dominating in college or smaller leagues. Caitlin is revolutionizing the game and leaving fans and legends in awe as she dominates the biggest platform in the WNBA.
Always had the ball in her hands. Everybody was playing off of her. She just commanded the whole game. I was like, who the hell is this? She is nice. It was like, oh, she's the best player in the country.
Caitlin Clark's first season in the WNBA has been nothing short of historic. She has outperformed her peers and made history as the first rookie in 16 years to win both Rookie of the Year and First Team All-WNBA honors. However, Caitlin isn't stopping there. She is focused on winning a championship and is working hard in the offseason to improve her game. Some of the NBA's greatest players have recognized her as a transformative talent, so stay tuned as we explore how 10 NBA legends are praising her greatness and shining a spotlight on her journey, as well as the unexpected number 11 player who is frequently compared to Clark and providing her with the highest recognition. It's a phenomena. We're going to dissect everything and you won't believe what they have to say. So what has Caitlin Clark done to make these NBA royalties speak out or even reconsider their positions? Legends, take note. The first thing to consider, the best shooter in basketball history, Steph Curry, a 4-time NBA champion and 2-time MVP, has been a fan of Clark since her college days. Curry has publicly expressed his admiration for her extraordinary talent and the reasons he thinks she is a formidable force on the floor.
It's a phenomenon. Caitlin Clark is a phenomenon.
From a person who destroyed documents and is considered unprotectable, the compliment from Steph Curry is not insignificant. Curry and Caitlin Clark both have game-changing skills, with a lightning-fast release that renders defenders defenseless. However, what really distinguishes them is not only their speed, but also their astounding accuracy from unfathomable distances. Caitlin Clark's average three-point attempt is an incredible 28 feet 1.1, surpassing even the peak seasons of Steph Curry and Trae Young. Damon Lillard. Fans have already joked that you should begin protecting her as soon as she enters the gym since her range is just unrivaled. 2-time NBA champion and 2014 MVP Kevin Durant already proclaimed Caitlin Clark the nation's best player, but he has even more praise for her incredible. According to Durant, talent among the most formidable offensive threats he has ever witnessed, Clark stands out for her outstanding passing, elite shooting, and, above all, her unwavering work ethic. One of the NBA's most talented young players and a consistent MVP contender, Luka Doncic, has branded Caitlin Clark the women's Steph Curry. He also acknowledged that she might be a better shooter than him, which is impressive coming from a player who is known for his shooting. Just months into Caitlin Clark's WNBA career, 4-time NBA champion and MVP LeBron James gave her one of the greatest compliments imaginable, solidifying her place among basketball's elite. A man used to the limelight, LeBron talked about the Caitlin Clark effect, not just on Indiana, but on the entire sport of basketball. His remarks highlight the revolutionary impact Caitlin is having on and off the court.
Range, her three-point shooting overall, her flair for testing her range every night and knowing that the other team's going to try to take it away. And she's fearless. No shot is a bad shot, and when you can shoot it as well as she can. She just adds another element of surprise that you can't really game plan for because it's so kind of just...
When Caitlin Clark joined the league, Indiana Pacers player Tyrese Haliburton was one of the first to greet her warmly in the city. He was full of praise for her extraordinary talent and boundless potential, seeing her as a future basketball great.
One thing that I love that she's bringing to her sport, more people want to watch. More people want to tune in.
The joy on his expression as he watches the home team play, which is often seen in the front row at Fever games, speaks volumes about Caitlin's influence, not only on the court, but also throughout the entire Indiana community and beyond.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for her to be here. I think it brings a lot of excitement to the city, and a city with a lot of young talent already as it is, and adding her, she's one of the faces of women's basketball, and for her to be here and under the same roof, I think is really exciting for me, and I think a lot of people in our organization.
Enter the big ticket, Kevin Garnett, the 2003 MVP and Hall of Famer. Garnett doesn't often make comparisons, but when it comes to Caitlin Clark, he's putting her on par with none other than Stephen Curry. Here,
been courtside for almost all of Caitlin's games. Any big takeaways and all of the...
She's a great player, and I just like watching her play. I like watching all the girls play. They're getting a lot better as the season's went on. Leah had a great game the other day. Kelsey's been great. But I like going watching basketball. So as long as I'm in Indy and I'm not doing nothing, I'm going to go watch the game. It's always fun to do. So I love being able to go watch people games. The excitement in the city is awesome. It's cool when I bring people who, I brought a couple friends who haven't been to a WNBA game before, and they're like, "Bro, to the third level." And I'm like, yeah, well, that's what fever games are like now, So it's really cool to see the excitement around the team.
Often spotted in the front row during fever games, it's hard to miss Tyrese Halton's excitement as he watches the home team. His joy speaks eloquently about Caitlin Clark's influence, not just on the court, but also on the entire Indiana community and beyond.
Courtside for almost all of Caitlin's games. Any big takeaways and all of the...
She's a great player, and I just like watching her play. I like watching all the girls play. They're getting a lot better as the season's went on. Leah had a great game the other day. Kelsey's been great. But I like going watching basketball. So as long as I'm in Indy and I'm not doing nothing, I'm going to go watch the game. It's always fun to do. So I love being able to go watch fever games. The excitement in the city is awesome. It's cool when I bring people who, I brought a couple friends who haven't been to a WNBA game before, and they're like, "Bro, to the third level." And I'm like, yeah, well, that's what fever games are like now, So it's really cool to see the excitement around.
Discuss the NBA players of today, but what about the legends? Do they have any thoughts on Caitlin Clark?
Clark is coming. Some people think she's already arrived. I don't. I think she's going to be even...
Let's start with Shaquille O'Neal, who once proudly called himself a Caitlin Clark skeptic. His journey from criticizing Clark to fully supporting him speaks volumes about the undeniable power of transformative talent. At first, O'Neal's strong loyalty to LSU and his close friendship with Angel re-influenced his perception of Clark's abilities. This bias was particularly evident during the 2023 National Championship game, when LSU defeated Iowa. As the game progressed, Shaw's doubts about Clark's shooting prowess were evident, but he had no idea that he was about to witness her ascent to greatness.
Do you think people love Caitlin Clark besides her skills?
She can shoot threes from logo.
We never seen that before. That's my point. Steph Curry, a little kid. Like Steph Curry, I love. You know why I love Steph Curry?
In an honest and unvarnished moment on Angel Reese's podcast, Shaquille O'Neal found himself regretting his remarks as Caitlin Clark proceeded to dominate on the court. O'Neal freely acknowledged Clark's extraordinary talent and acknowledged his poor decision.
I've seen nobody do that on a consistent basis. There's a lot of girls in WNBA that have done it in spurts, but that game I'm watching y'all in the Final Four, I'm like, damn, and I was a hater because, I'm down. She was like, she's not going to hit that shot, and bam, like, damn, she's not going to hit that shot, man. Like, if I say 10 times you're not going to hit the shot and you hit the shot, that means you.
So, why did Kevin Garnett make such a daring comparison? Steph Curry's range is mirrored by Caitlin Clark's unrivaled shooting talent and skill set. She shares Curry's lightning-fast release, unwavering confidence, and brave willingness to pull up from anywhere, just as Curry transformed the NBA, and it starts the moment she crosses half court. Clark is revolutionizing basketball for women. Garnett didn't stop there. He recently spoke on the radio about Clark's contentious Olympic snub and praised her for spearheading a new wave in the WNBA. His remarks were respectful and appreciated how she's advancing the sport and motivating the upcoming generation of women.